Welcome to Moments in the Word. I'm James Tyler, your host. And this evening we'll be reading from Jeremiah chapter number 17, verses 15 through 17. Behold, they say unto me, where is the word of the Lord? Let it come now. As for me, I have not hastened from being a pastor to follow thee, neither have I desired the woeful day. Thou knowest that which came out of my lips was right before thee. Be not a terror unto me. Thou art my hope in the day of evil. When we turn and we look at the context of this text here this evening, we see that it does have a very much applicable point to be brought out that would bless our lives this evening. The powerful point here in this text and the theme of trusting God as our refuge in the face of mockery and opposition. God himself is our refuge and deliverer when the world doubts or opposes his promises. In Jeremiah's day, people mocked him, saying, where is the word of the Lord? Let it come now. They doubted God's promises and ridiculed Jeremiah's faith. Well, Jeremiah responds by clinging to God as his refuge in the day of disaster. He doesn't rely on his own strength or vindication, but on God's faithfulness. Now, as we look at this and apply it to Jesus, Jesus endured constant opposition, ridicule, and disbelief, especially at the cross when people said, he saved others, let him save himself. Yet, like Jeremiah, Jesus entrusted himself fully to the Father, knowing that God would vindicate him through resurrection. Now, for us, in applying it to us today, we too face seasons when faith is mocked, promises seem delayed, or obedience feels costly. Jeremiah's prayer reminds us that our strength is not in proving ourselves, but in resting in God as our refuge. Practically, this means when ridiculed for faith, respond with steadfast trust rather than defensiveness. Anchor hope in God's timing, not in human approval. Also, what is very important, pray honestly like Jeremiah, asking God to be your refuge in trials. In short, when the world doubts, God defends. Jesus modeled this perfectly when we are called to follow in his footsteps by trusting God as our refuge. I'm James Tyler, coming to you live from the Castle Studios, and welcome again to Moments in the Word. God bless.